I'm Mandy and welcome to my kitchen. So today I'm going to be doing another one of my favourite Mark Hyman recipes, which is his flourless protein bread loaf. And what I love about this is it's so easy. It's a lot of ingredients which can sometimes put people off, but once you've got them or you start to accumulate these in your pantry, then you've always got them, and then you're just you're just going back to them time and time again. But it's just, I think initially, if you haven't got these things in your kitchen, it can be a little bit, oh my God. But once you've got them there, then you can just go back to this recipe time and time again. And it is literally a mixture. And I'm always flexible with this, so I'm always going to be saying, okay, if you don't like almond nuts or you don't like walnuts, leave them out and replace them with something that you do like. So let's have a little go through and see what we've got here. So to start with, we're going to make sure that we set our oven up at 175 Celsius. We're going to need a loaf pan, which I've got one here, which is about 23 millimeters long by 13 millimeters wide. And I've just got these papers that you just put in that you buy, because it just makes life so much easier and saves on a lot of washing up. So one of these, all with just a tiny little bit of olive oil just lined in it, or a bit of oil of your choice in that for the bread. And then what we've got here, now I've already sort of done a little bit of quick cheats for video purposes, and I've already weighed out my nuts. So in here I've got 60 grams of whole almonds, which we've got here. I've got 60 grams of hazelnuts, 60 grams of walnuts, and I've got 50 grams of pistachio. So like I said, you can just mix any combo of what you want. Leave it out if you don't like it, replace it with something else. And all I'm going to do with that to start with is put that onto my food processor and give it on the pulse setting 5 to 7 pulses, okay? So 5 to 7 pulses, and then we've got a nice little mix here of our chopped nuts. Now, for those of you that don't have a food processor, you can just chop them by hand. You've seen me do it on here before if you've tuned into me before, and I make a right old mess of it. So what we've got in this bowl is the sort of the more seedy elements of things. So already mixed up in here, I have got 45 grams of sunflower seeds. I have got 45 grams of pumpkin, 45 grams of sesame seeds. I've got 45 grams of hemp seed, and I've got 50 grams of chia. I've got 90 grams of whole flax seed, which is basically linseed, which, do you know what? I don't think I've got in here, so I'm just going to add that in as well. Good, I went through that with you guys, wasn't it? It's like, otherwise it'd been missed out. And again, so what have I got here? So there we go, I already weighed it out, so there we go. So that's the flaxseed, linseed. So you can buy, it comes in various, it comes under various names in the UK, but linseed, gold and flaxseed, same. And that's the whole seed in there. And all I'm going to do now is add my chopped nuts to my seed mixture, like so. And then to that dry mixture, I'm going to add, this is optional, and again, if you don't like cumin seeds, you can add maybe some caraway seeds to this. So just 2 tablespoons are going into that, all that dry mixture in there. Salt in there, about a teaspoon and a half, depends on your salty. I quite like a bit of salt, but anyway, so there we go. So that's about a teaspoon and a half that I've put in there. So that's gone in. I'm just going to give that a bit of a mix up. And just make sure all those dry ingredients are really combined together. And like I said, it's one of those recipes that you look at and think, yikes, that's a really long list of ingredients. But once you've got them, and it is just a case of just putting them all into a bowl together. Then over here, I have got 6 eggs, which are already whisked up. And to that, I'm going to add 100 mils of extra virgin olive oil. So I'm going to whack that into there. So all my wet ingredients. And we are going to put half a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. So that's all in there. And these wet ingredients are going to be mixed in, and they are going to go to my dry. And we're going to pop those in there. Give that all a big mix up. And this is a great recipe again for freezing. So once it's baked, before you freeze it, slice it, okay? Because otherwise you'll never cut a piece off. And it is so filling, and it's just a really good, tasty alternative for breakfast. Well, for just snacks, anything in the morning. Even have it with your soups in the, you know, when you have soups in the evening, it's great with avocado on the top of it, peanut butters, a bit of fruit. I love it with some like my little sort of slow roasted tomatoes and a bit of like feta. It's just really, really tasty. A really lovely mackerel pate. Go to town with it. Anything that you would do with normal bread, do with this. And honestly, it's so filling because, you know, they're just a powerhouse of all the proteins and the fats in this is just really, really satisfying. And as never anybody that I've given this to, they've been disappointed. And it's just so easy and simple to make. And here we go. So I'm just going to mix my nice wet gooey ingredient into my little loaf pan. Trying to do this so that I look all professional. Isn't without getting any down the sides. Yay, we've done it. Here we go. Hey. Right, let's bung all that there. So there we have it. That's all in there. Just give it a little bit of a zhuzh around. Make sure, give it a little bit of a stamp. Bam, bam, bam. Getting it all in. Right, that is going into my oven, like I said, 175 Celsius for 40 to 50 minutes. Check it at 45 minutes. Get a little skewer, put it in. We'll see if the skewer comes out dry, it's done. But just have start having a little peep at it at around 40, because everybody's ovens are different, so you don't want it burning. So I'm going to put this in now, and we'll come back and see how we've how it bakes later. Okay, so bread is finished out of the oven, smelling divine. This was in for 50 minutes, but like I said, everybody's oven temperatures vary slightly, so just keep on from about 45 minutes onwards, just keep on checking and just giving it a little peep. And check it with a skewer. I've already done that, and it's come out dry, and mine has cooled a little bit. So I'm just going to take it out. Now this is the great thing about the little baking papers that already come ready for the bread loaf pan. And what we're going to do now is have a little look at this. I'm just going to lift it up. Delicious. And let's have a little slice. This is a really dense loaf. It's like a really dense, tasty, nutty loaf. And just look at that. That's just absolutely delicious. And like I say, I can just slice this up, put it into a freezer bag, and in it goes, and it makes perfect toast. And I also love it with a tiny couple of little slices of avocado, and just on there like so, making a right mess. And then that is like a perfect little snack. So now I'm gonna have to eat this. The girls that have filmed me have told me off for like eating when I'm talking with my mouth full, and it's exactly what I'm doing. If you feel, inspired by this and more recipes, please subscribe below to Mandy's Kitchen and join me again soon.